What's good? What's good? It's your boy Quay Myers back with another one, y'all. And I know y'all been waiting on this one. Ooh, this is gonna be a big one. So today I'm gonna be showing y'all and unboxing y'all, breaking it down to y'all, the Douglas back flap. Now I know a lot of people have been trying to see what was up with the Douglas back flap, and so this is what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much just unboxing it. I've already gotten it out the wrapper, as you can see. I was a little bit too excited. So, where did I buy my back flap from? My back plate, or whatever you call him. I got mine off of Sports Unlimited, and you can also get it from the original Douglas website. I suggest you go to Sports Unlimited because you can get it for a better price, and the shipping is a lot faster. I was originally going to use the Douglas website until I realized they're charging a little bit more, and also their delivery process is a tad bit more complicated, guys. So I decided to go with Sports Unlimited. So if you're getting this back flap, this is the Douglas 6-inch back plate. All right, so here is the original back plate that came with my Radel SPK shoulder pads. So when I bought the shoulder pads, here they are right here, the Radel SPK Plus. They came with the traditional back plate that comes on it, or what have you. Nothing wrong with it, but I always been a Douglas fan, so I was like, you know what, let me go and grab this Douglas back plate. So I'm gonna just show y'all what it looks like into comparison. Like just the sizes, like. Yeah, so that's that, man. As you can see, the back plate is a lot bigger, but I don't blame Radel. It's not like I'm trying to pick on Radel because I love Radel as well. But they just threw something on there, just to come with the shoulder pads to give an extra little boost or what have you. However, the next issue is just gonna move this to the side. As we look at the shoulder pads, I've already removed the back plate. All you need is a simple screwdriver, no worries. But as you can see, the next problem is like, where am I gonna connect this? Because while you're in the game, if someone, if you play offense, defense, or what have you, you have the ball and someone's trying to bring you to the ground, you want to make sure your back plate stays on. So the next problem we're gonna have to solve is how we're gonna get this thing fastened and hooked up to these shoulder pads. So we're gonna have to get creative, guys. We're gonna have to get creative. Alrighty, so like I said before, we're gonna have to get creative because as you can see, we have two holes here, we have a hole there, and we have a hole here. But this is all we have to work with in order to try and get this back plate in a good spot. So my idea, what I suggest is you simply just get a shoestring. I'm gonna use a shoestring just to fasten my back plate to the shoulder pads. So we're gonna have to get creative because these are two different companies. This is Radel, this is Douglas. They form their equipments in a unique way to make them different. It's part of business. So we're not gonna complain. We're just gonna take it how it comes and we're gonna make something work. So here we go. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna put the shoestring through the back plate. And you wanna enter the string through the bottom and come over through the top. Like I said again, you want to go through the bottom of the back plate, then go through the top. And then once you get here, you just want to make sure your string is even. As you can see, it's totally off the length, so you would just want to make your string even. So just pull it out. Just like shoestrings, tying your shoes. Lacing them up after they're being cleaned. So once you have your shoestring pretty much at the same length, just by looking at it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with these two holes and then we're going to go in. So I'm just trying to decide, should I go inside first or let's see. So let's try going inside through the top. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. right, so now I just pretty much have to adjust it to how high I want it to be. So I know the pad starts here, so I don't want my back plate to hang too low. I want it to be like pretty much just under it, kind of in the same position that the back plate came on the shoulder pads. I don't want it to be like too huge, you know? Well, I wouldn't say huge, but like too floppy. All right, so pretty much you just got to measure it, how far you want it to hang down. I guess it depends on your height, but I want mine to be just underneath my shoulder pads. Right there looks about good. And then now, since we have so much extra string left, we have to make sure we use as much string as possible to fasten this back plate to where if someone tackles us or grabs it, you know, it stays in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna actually go back through the bottom of the back plate, through the top with the same method we did before. And then for this side, do the same thing, through the bottom, through the top. And then we're gonna end up like this. And then you wanna just make sure you tighten it along the way as you're working with it. You don't want it to be loose. And if it is loose, just take your time to go back and tighten it back up. So now what I'm gonna do is, there's a hole here. I'm just gonna try to get creative with that hole. And then I'm just gonna do the same exact thing with the other side. And then you just want to tighten it, make sure it's fastened and tightened. And we're getting somewhere, guys. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. All right, and then what can we do here? Since we still have so much extra string, let's just find a place for it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go and do the same method I use, and starting from the outside in, go under and then back through the top. And then we'll do the same thing for this side. Go under from the outside, come back over the top through the inside. And make sure every time you keep tightening it. And then since we still have extra string, what can we do? We'll just do this here, get creative here, do something. Yeah, I'll just get creative here. You can find your own method for this part. But for now, it's just your back plate is pretty much finished now. Now I'm just trying to make use of the extra string. And then from here, once you get to this point, you can just pretty much just tie this bad boy in a knot. Yeah, and yeah. You could just tuck it in like that or what have you, and that's pretty much it. You're good to go. Alrighty, so that sums up the video. So this is the end product of this back plate. You know, we had to make a back shift back plate simply because it's two different brands, and the back plate doesn't necessarily match up with the design of the Riddell. So this is a Douglas back plate, the 6-inch. This is the Riddell SBK Plus shoulder pads. And I managed to combine the two. You know, we're just working with what we got, man. And that pretty much sums it up, man. That was my unboxing for the 6-inch back plate from Douglas with the SBK Riddell Plus shoulder pads. And Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Quay Myers. Every time I get new gear or I try new things, I'm gonna make sure I upload it. So y'all boys stay tuned in, man. Good luck on your journey.